Hello students, hope you all are doing good with your studies. So far we have discussed the chapter index number and completed it thoroughly. In today's video class, let us consider few very important 10-mark questions which have been asked in previous board examination question papers based on the chapter index number. However, all the concepts, all the problems which we have solved already in our video classes are very important in either 1 mark, 2 mark, 5 marks or so. One or the other questions have been asked in one or the other years. So we will not be able to bifurcate any important and non-important questions. All the concepts are very important, yet we shall observe in today's video class which are the questions asked in previous board question papers for 10 marks. At least we shall come to know what will be the nature of questions, how you will have to tackle them. So 10-mark questions appeared in board exams based on index numbers chapter. In March 2015, this question has appeared. Compute Marshall Edgeworth's and Dorbish-Bowley's price index numbers from the following data. All these type of questions we have seen in our previous video classes, and already we have solved such problems. Just an overlook we can have in this video class. So price and quantities are given in 2006, which is base year, and price and quantities are given in 2010, which is current year. Then basing upon Marshall Edgeworth and Dorbish-Bowley's price index number, formula will be written. Based on formula, whatever the required columns will be there, those will be calculated. Substitute in the formula and get the answer. This is not at all new to you. You have been doing it since from the beginning of chapter index number. We have solved many such problems already. So how the scheme of valuation will be present in the examination also you should know. You ought to know that part. Marshall Edgeworth and Dorbish-Bowley's price index numbers have been asked. So both the formula will be carrying one mark each. And then this is P0, this is Q0, this is P1 and this is Q1. This anyhow we know. According to formula, whichever the columns you will calculate and sum over those columns which you will come across, each value which has been calculated at sum of the columns will carry once again one mark each. For example, 4 columns you may calculate, 4 summation values also we will be having. Those 4 values, one mark each, that became 4 marks. And then 2 formulas are present, both will be carrying one mark each. There it became 6 marks. In the sense 4 totals and then 2 formulas. So 1 mark each, it became 6 marks. After that, Marshall Edgeworth index numbers, when you are calculating, substitution 1 mark and final answer 1 mark. There 2 marks it became. And Dorbish-Bowley is also again substitution 1 mark and final answer 1 mark. There also 2 marks, totally 4 marks. So earlier 6 marks, these 4 marks, it will be 10 marks. So each and every step what you will write will have very much importance once when a question is asked for 10 marks. So be very careful students when you are solving. All the steps are very essential. Sometimes interpretation also very much needed, which I mean conclusion writing. how much percentage increase or decrease in the current year as compared to base year in index numbers, that is also very, very important. Sometimes scheme of valuation may carry marks for that interpretation or the conclusion also. So don't forget to write those conclusions. So one example I have thoroughly explained to you basing on the scheme of evaluation also. Remaining all problems we shall just observe how the questions were asked in the question papers, I mean board question papers. We will have a rough idea at least what kind of questions will be asked in the examination, what nature of questions will be present in the board exams. Next, for 10 marks in June 2015, this question was asked, computing Fisher's index number, showing that it is satisfying time reversal test and factor reversal test. This kind of problems also we have solved already. Here, don't forget Fisher's price index number is also asked to calculate. Don't concentrate only on the next part, that showing time reversal test and factor reversal test. Most of the students will forget this first part to be calculated, Fisher's price index number. So here how the scheme of valuation goes: 1 mark for Fisher's price index number, formula, and then calculation 1 more mark. So 2 marks here only, and then 4 mark each for time reversal test and factor reversal test, formula and supportive calculations. So here also all the step specification will be very much important. Next, in March 2016, this question was asked. Just for your information, we are observing all the 10 mark questions based on index number chapter right from March 2015 to this very recently conducted board exam, March 2020. Till that we will be observing all the 10 mark questions which have been asked. So in March 2016, this question was asked, for the following data compute Fisher's price index number, show that index number satisfies time reversal and factor reversal test. In June 2015 also the similar kind of question was asked, but there, you know, when you observe in 2015, quantities were given, but here just change is observed. In terms of expenditure, it is given both in base year and current year. Apart from that, this is very much similar to the previous question. The scheme of valuation also will be similar. And in June 2016, from the following data, compute last year's quantity index numbers, show that Fisher's index number satisfies factor reversal test. This question is asked. So here it has been asked to calculate last year's quantity index number. Concentrate students, it is asked quantity index number, don't calculate price index number. By chance if you calculate price index number here, in general, you are going to lose at least 2 marks. And then showing Fisher's index number satisfying factor reversal test. This we know already, we have solved enough number of problems. But we need to satisfy now, according to scheme of valuation, how the solutions should be. Then next, in 2017 March, for the following data, find out Laspierre's, Paste's and Dorbish-Bowley's price index numbers. That's all has been asked to calculate. No need to solve for any TRT or FRT. I mean, time reversal test or factor reversal test. Only these 3 index numbers are to be calculated, which are asked as price index numbers. Obviously, 3 index numbers are asked, 3 formulas, 3 marks. And then those 3 end answers, again 3 more marks. There only it became 6 marks. And required calculation, column wise, 4 columns we need to calculate. Basing on that, again 4 marks. Each column carries 1 mark. So 6 plus 4, 10 marks it became. Next, in June 2017, calculate Laspier's, Paschet's and Fisher's index number for the following data. This is also previous how it was in the similar way. 3 formulas, 3 marks. 3 end answers, again 3 marks. It became totally 6 marks. And the required calculations in terms of tabular columns, 4 more marks. So 10 mark question. So every year we are observing March and June. End year examination and supplementary examination. In 2018 March, which question was asked? Let us see. Compute Fisher's index number, Fisher's price index number. Show that Fisher's index number satisfies TRT FRT. As question number 38, a fixed 10 mark question you will be getting every year. In that, in March 2018, it is asked Fisher's index number to be calculated and showing it's satisfying TRT and FRT. In the previous slides already I have explained, such question was already present. Then next, in June 2018, calculate Fisher's price index number and show that it satisfies TRT and FRT. Again, similar kind of question. Only the numerical changes we are observing. Apart from that, the entire question is same. And then in March 2019, for the following data, find Laspier's, Paschet's and Dorbish-Bowley's price index numbers. We need to be very, very careful, students, while observing the question, whether price index number has been given or quantity index number has been given for calculations. Accordingly, the solution must be, otherwise we may be feeling that 10 mark question we have attempted and 10 marks are in our pocket. But as usual, if the first step itself in understanding whether price index number it has been asked or the quantity index numbers it has been asked, if you fail, the entire solution will be damaged, and probably for having written any proper calculation, 1 or 2 marks you may be able to get. Apart from that, the penalty may be of 8 marks. So very huge penalties are possible once when the question is wrongly understood or wrongly predicted. Then in June 2019, compute Paschet's, Fisher's and Marshall Edgeworth's price index numbers from the following data. So here it has been given price and quantities in base year and current year. Certainly what it will be, this will become P0, look at the cursor, and this will become Q0, and this will be P1, this will be Q1. But in the previous question what it had happened, price and price in base year and current year it was given, so that it is P0 and this will be P1. And here expenditure is given, here quantities are given. Here Q0 and Q1 directly we will be taking, but here expenditure means P multiplied by Q, that means price multiplied by quantity. You know already all these facts. I am just brushing all those concepts in the view of the asked previous year's board exam question papers. So here it will become, look at the cursor, this expenditure will become P0 Q0 and this expenditure will be P1 Q1. Accordingly, write the formulae and calculate the required columns and substitute in the formula and get the end answer. That's all that you are very much familiar with. So here June 2019 is over, and then coming last examination which second PUC students have written, which is March 2020. So in March 2020, compute Laspier's, Paste's and Dorbish-Bowley's price index numbers. This question was asked. Simple one, students. Once again, the Laspier's, Paste's and Dorbish-Bowley's formula which you will write, 3 marks it will become, and end answers again 3 marks, total 6 marks, and required for columns calculation, and sum of those values will give you another 4 marks, which is in turn later 10 marks. Only one thing you remember, students, if you are executing all the calculations properly, numerical calculations which are required, and by reading question properly, whether price index numbers are to be calculated or index numbers which are from quantity basis it is to be calculated, if you are clear with those and execute accordingly, it's very simple to get 10 marks. But how much simple it is, that much risk factor will be present based on wrong prediction or wrongly reading and understanding the question, and any one single wrong calculation. All these will be leading to a higher penalty. So try to understand very well the given question and have clear-cut picture in your mind with regard to solving steps, and then execute them. It's not a big task to get 10 marks basing on these questions. And don't conclude that these are only important questions based on the chapter index number. All the concepts are very important, as I have said in the beginning of this video. 5 mark questions I have not shown in this particular video, which have been asked previously in the examinations. So variety of problems have been asked even in stage of 5 mark questions also. Right from weighted, unweighted, index numbers calculation to all these Laspier's, Paste's, Marshall Edgeworth, Dorbish-Bowley's, Fisher's and Kelly's to both the methods of CPI, Consumer Price Index Number calculation. Which are those two methods? One is aggregative expenditure method, another one is family budget method. Including all these concepts, variety of number of problems have been asked already for 5 marks. So be very, very cautious, thoroughly revise once again the chapter, understand all the concepts very well. You'll be able to get 24 to 26 marks very easily from this chapter. Yet the tagline goes, as usual, that executions must be very intact, then only you will be getting those many number of marks. If in execution slightly it goes wrong anywhere, bigger penalty will be possible, and very less number of marks may be obtained later. So with this caution, let me conclude the chapter index number, and I believe the students are regularly in touch with the subject and their studies. Wishing you all the very best. Have a nice time, students. Read well, prepare well. Time is there with you now. Utilize the time very well. Thank you so much.